What's up, everyone? Today is a video I never really necessarily expected to make, but nevertheless is still just as sad. And you know, it kind of breaks, and I don't know if I would say breaks my heart, but it definitely hurts it a little bit. And today we're going to be talking about the sad truth of Dragon Age 4. Now, it's been 4 years, almost 4 years, since Dragon Age Inquisition has been released, and since then we haven't heard too much about the next game in the franchise. Recently, it was confirmed by Mark Darrah, who is I think, the head producer of BioWare or EA. I'm not sure. He runs the franchise of Dragon Age, though. Basically, he came out and released that the EA is working on the next installment of Dragon Age, but their current focus and most of EA's focus is on Anthem, and that is the issue. Anthem is the primary issue. And I'll get into that more later. So, I'm a big fan of Dragon Age. I began with Dragon Age 2. It was a $20 game on Xbox 360, and I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot. And I loved it so much, I was like, I'm going to go back and play Origins. And then, once I played Origins, I was eagerly waiting for Inquisition. I have beaten both Dragon Age Origins and 2 at least 3 times, with every single, playing as a rogue, a warrior, and a mage. And it is... Origins had a great open world and a good story. 2 I felt was a bit world restricting, but introduced and explored some of my favorite characters, such as Varric. And then Inquisition combined what I liked from both into one: open worlds with old familiar faces, as well as new lovable faces and characters. Because, for example, Dorian is one of my favorite characters, and I feel like he's one of the most well-developed characters of the whole franchise. Now, Dragon Age 4 depends solely on Anthem. With Mass Effect Andromeda's flop, many, including myself, feared that the BioWare we loved is now gone. And now, I actually really enjoyed Andromeda. I didn't have many issues with it. I played it day one. I had a lot of fun. Now, it definitely wasn't as good as Mass Effect 2 or anything like that, but still enjoyable. And I feel like people were comparing it too much to the old series, and we're saying, oh, it's not like Mass Effect 2, it's not like this or that, it's not like this. And people wanted it in its own way. I still applaud their creative effort, and I thought it was a good game nevertheless. I moved past all the things that I wanted, and I enjoyed the game for itself. But that's not the point of this video. The point of the video is that EA put that franchise on ice. Now, if Anthem fails, that could be it. 2 back-to-back failures, BioWare shut down, Dragon Age 4 is either put on ice or given a dice to become a medieval FPS with microtransactions. And that seems funny. It does seem really funny, but the fact is that's what it could become. And we've seen other games get dished out and sent away and get sold off to other franchise or other companies, and we'll get into that part later. But Anthem is a lot of hype and a lot of skepticism along with it. Personally, I have no interest in it. I just didn't get on the hype wagon with Anthem. I didn't care too much about it, and personally, I feel like it's just not that interesting. Now, furthermore, going into Dragon Age Inquisition's ending, the DLC is 2 with the DLC ending Trespasser as well. We're left with spoilers, but I mean, the game's been out for 4 years. We haven't played it, I'm sorry, but it's spoilers. You end up with a one-armed Inquisitor looking on to Tevinter on a map. Now, Solas is really the Dreadwolf and is really trying to end the world, and Flemeth seemingly dies. To know what happens next is a pain, because you want to know what happens next. How strong is Solas? What happens to him? What happens to the Inquisition? What happens to the Inquisitor? Does the Inquisition get shot down? What happens to Orlais or Ferelden? How does Tevinter play a role in the next game? We want to know. It's personally, I do want to know, and I'm not sure what the future will fare, but it's certain that at the rate EA has been organizing failures, the chance of things failing seems like 50-50 now. Now, Mass Effect Andromeda failed, but Battlefield 1 dominated. However, it was as far as I hear, I died relatively quick, but I felt like it kept a good fan base. I played it for a while. But then again, Battlefront 2 received some of the biggest hate from some of the biggest gaming controversies of all time because of their whole loot box scandal. But it was overall a good game. I enjoy it. I'm one of the few people that will go out and say, this is a fun game to play. I put it on my channel. I record it. I play it. It's fun. But then we see Visceral being shut down. And this is where I'm going to get a little bit into the game being so low. Visceral was working on a single-player open-world Star Wars game. And it wasn't, and I use air quotes here, meeting EA's expectations. So they simply shipped it off. And they shut down Visceral and shipped off the game. We haven't heard from it since. No, it hurts to hear that, because I liked Dead Space 1 and 2, and then, you know, EA made them make a Dead Space 3, which is very heartbreaking. But then again, it's just like, they were working on a single player Star Wars game. EA has made how many Star Wars games? 2 in 4 years? What the hell? But Titanfall 2, going on back on the EA affiliate, Titanfall 2, again, another great game, but it just didn't sell. It failed to sell anything. And so it just seems that, like, EA is just 50-50. Either you get a good game and no one buys it, or you get a good game or you have some controversy to it, or you make a shit game and that it's just everyone bought it and hated it, like Mass Effect. But then, like, you get successes like Battlefield 1, and it's just, I don't know. I really don't know. Anthem could be the nail in BioWare's coffin, or it could be the breath of fresh air that the company needs and that the developer needs. Unfortunately, all we can do is wait. I would love nothing more to see Anthem succeed. I'm not a fan. I'm not going to say I'm not a fan of the game because I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in the game at all, but I would love nothing more to see Anthem succeed if that meant we got to see Dragon Age 4. But it feels hard to think that that's going to be a reality at the rate things have been going. And the setbacks that this has been going, Anthem's been delayed multiple times, and it's scary to me because I think it's the unfortunate truth that Dragon Age is relying on Anthem's success, because Dragon Age is a successful franchise that has its fan base. It doesn't need to gain or break through the barrier of trying to get people in to buy their games. People already like their games. And with Mass Effect being gone now, and you know, other games taking on flops, it's hard to see that maybe this won't be a reality. Now, what do you guys think? Do you think that Dragon Age 4 is doomed? Do you think that Anthem will succeed? I want to know you guys' opinions in the comments below. This is a relatively new concept I'm doing. I hope you guys enjoyed. But as always, please like and subscribe to my channel. I do all stuff Monday through Saturday, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.